Hello, my friends. Welcome to your daily check-in. Welcome to your reading. I'm Cindy. This is Bringer of Light Intuitive, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's go ahead and dive into a Who Am I Reading For reading. That's what I do around here, where I get a message and you tell me who I'm reading for in the comments below. Thank you for all of your comments and your amazing messages and emails that you guys have been sending me. You have no idea what your kind words mean to me. Truly. Shout out to all of my private clients. Thank you. All right, let's get started and see what wants to come through for you today. What is the message that you need to know or hear or be aware of today? Ooh, okay, I've got the Tower here as well as the Five of Wands. There's some difficult, challenging situation in your life that's changing, and it's changing dramatically. I'm also getting the energy here with these cards that the changes that are happening in your life right now, the challenges that you've been going through, and perhaps even this usually speaks to me about internal struggles, internal challenges, but it also can be like drama in the workplace. It can be drama, challenges, toxic sort of energy in your friendships or in your, relationships in your life. Something is changing drastically. And some of you have been going through some Tower moments with the people in your life, and it's for a reason. There's a reason here. It's like maybe people have been removed from your life. There's something transformative here in this Tower energy. There's something shocking that might be taking place. What is this? It's like a redirection. As I said, it's like a redirection. I've got the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Swords. It's a redirection, and it's literally putting you in your power. Okay, so this was a really difficult situation that happened in your life, in your circumstances, in your relationships. There's been some really difficult, challenging energies that you've been dealing with in the recent past, and it was all it was all leading towards you going in a new direction. And I feel like what happened, if this is you having like a Tower moment, so to speak, in relationships in your life, or I'm hearing job too. I'm hearing job, like somebody may have lost their job, somebody may have lost some friendships, somebody may have noticed that, something that they were dealing with, though. It's like really toxic energy. And maybe somebody trying to one-up you. Maybe somebody, literal betrayal even. With the Ten of Swords could talk about like betrayal and stuff. But really it's a challenging, very difficult, very toxic energy that you've been dealing with is what I'm feeling. And you felt it. So if this is a toxic work environment, if this is a toxic, I'm going to quote, toxic sort of friendship or something, it's like you were warned almost. You were feeling it ahead of time, and you were feeling like, how can I let this go? Or how can I walk away? Because maybe that was a long time relationship. Maybe it was a long time work situation, but you felt it first. And then it's like the universe maybe came in and crumbled it. Maybe came in and removed some people, places, and things from your life. And it feels very traumatizing. It feels very heavy. It feels very like Tower moment. People like to talk about Tower moments. I don't look at the Tower that way, but I'm literally getting that here. It's like the universe came in and helped you to close a cycle. And yet at the same time, it's like you felt like everything was crumbling around you, and maybe you have felt very isolated, maybe you felt very scared, maybe you have felt like, oh my God, everything literally crumbled around me. But at the same time, it's like there was a redirection that took place to put you on this new path. And it was like the universe had to come in and, do this massive overhaul for somebody here to put you in your power. So if you're not seeing that right now, if you're not seeing, and you may be going through this right now, but if you're not seeing that and feeling more confident, more authentic, more in your power, if you're not seeing that yet, you will. So you're going to be able to look back and see that this crumbling or this change or this dramatic, shocking, sudden removal of something from your life, you're going to be able to go back and look. When you look back at that, you're going to be able to pinpoint that was life-changing for me. That literally put me on a new path, and this new path put me in my power. So it's going to be something that you look back on and you see it as a positive. You may not feel that way right now, though. And we are, at the time of recording this, we are right in the middle of eclipse season, and we have another eclipse coming up next week. And eclipses bring sudden changes. Eclipses bring sudden overhauls, sudden endings, sudden beginnings, sudden shifts, sudden changes, sudden clarity. I feel like for whoever's watching this right now that identifies with going through something like this, you are going to have sudden clarity of your authenticity, sudden clarity of your power, you're going to feel like you are in control. This doesn't feel like you are in control. It feels like something was in control of you. And it feels like the universe, people say this a lot, that the universe, everything is actually working out for us. Even the crumbling moments, even the hard times. And we like to feel the feelings, which are valid, of everything that I'm going through and say, how can this be working in my favor, And I feel you. I've been there. I feel you. But what I'm seeing in the cards is that your authenticity and your true self are what's being highlighted here. And something was holding you back from being your most truest self and going in the direction of, whether this is like work related or choosing new friends that really allow you to be yourself. Maybe you were a people pleaser in the past, and you were accepting drama, putting up with drama, enabling drama. Maybe you were just in a toxic work environment and you didn't know how to let go. You didn't know how to, what to do. So, however it is playing out for you, however it is relating to you, it feels like, if this is your reading, it feels like there was a tower moment of sudden, unexpected shifts and changes and sudden maybe removals that was a redirecting for you to really step into your power, step into your authenticity, be yourself, maybe for the first time in your entire life, and shine your light. The Queen of Wands, especially in this deck, the Queen of Wands, especially coming out with the Strength card, always talks to me about authenticity, you being courageous and confident to shine in your light, whatever that looks like, you being your most authentic self unapologetically. But see, when you step into that power and you don't enable anything that shrinks your shine, shrinks your authenticity, shrinks your truth, when you don't wear a mask or shrink back and put others on a pedestal, or put others' needs ahead of your own, when you're not doing that and you're being authentic and being authentic to yourself, it's like that's when all the blessings come. That's when you see life change. That's when you literally, your life literally changes. And I feel like that's kind of the purpose here, was to put you back in your power, because maybe in the past you were a people pleaser. Maybe in the past you put others ahead of you and you shrank your light to fit into connections, or fit into environments, or fit into a world where you played small, and that's unfulfilling. And so the universe said, enough's enough. It's time for you to be in your power. It's time for you to follow what lights you up. It's time for you to be unapologetic about who you are. And it's time for you to be seen for who you are and celebrated for who you are. I have the moon here on the bottom of the deck, and we have a full moon next week with another eclipse. And so I feel like you feel, maybe you're sort of in the in-between. Maybe you're in the in hermit mode, or maybe you're in the cocoon right now. You're not where you used to be here, but you're not where you're going yet here. And maybe you're still feeling the tower crumble, and maybe you're feeling isolated and alone. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have direction. You're feeling something changing, but you don't know what. This moon energy is like something's being revealed to you that you can't see yet. And it's a new path. Your new path is opening up. But see, this new path is you in your confidence, shining your light, being who you were created to be, not accepting less, not enabling crumbs or behavior that stresses you out, not accepting any sort of energy around you, or being part of a connection or a job or anything else that doesn't align with your truth, because literally you're being guided to walk away, or it happened for you, because the universe was seeing how you were suffering. The universe was seeing how you were hurting. The universe was seeing how you were full of fear. The universe was seeing how unfulfilled your life was. So what's being revealed here is your next steps. And your next steps are good. Let's see what they are. I have the Ace of Swords. There's the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and I've got the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Wiping the slate clean, starting a fresh, brand new chapter in clarity. Not in confusion, not in stress, but in clarity, and you thinking from a higher perspective, and you noticing the energies in your life, the ones that are reciprocal. See, we have the infinity sign. We have the Six of Pentacles. That's equal reciprocity. That's when I give, others give also. And I feel like in the past, you gave and you overfunctioned and you people pleased and you were putting others on a pedestal and you were nurturing everybody and you were taking care of everybody, but no one was feeding you. And so that's out of balance energy. This is balanced energy. You're starting a brand new path where every single thing in your life is giving back to you. And you're being prepared for this. But see, you're being unapologetic about who you are, unapologetic about what feels good to you and what doesn't. You're letting go of what doesn't. You see things from a higher perspective now. You see things from a completely different, powerful perspective with this Ace of Swords. And it's literally wiping the slate clean and starting you on a brand new path that is clean, that is fresh, that doesn't look like your past. You're coming into an energy where your effort is being rewarded. All the work that you've been doing is being rewarded. All of the seeds that you have been planting, what you've been working towards, your goals, what you've been chipping away at is being rewarded. It's like igniting that reciprocity, igniting the energy coming back to you. So I feel like you've maybe been feeling stagnant and you've been maybe feeling stuck in the in-between where, everything that happened in the past, you're not there anymore. Also, the past is not repeating itself in the future. We're going in a whole different direction here because you are making different choices. You are seeing things different, and it starts with you seeing you different. And it's this tower moment. It's this crumbling. It's this really difficult chapter that you just walked through that is really bringing you into yourself, is really causing you to see yourself differently and for you to make different choices that absolutely prioritize yourself. Prioritize. You're prioritizing yourself. Literally, you're letting go of anything that isn't reciprocal. Even if that's a job, a toxic work environment, whatever. It feels very specific to relationships and work environment. I don't know why. You tell me who this reading is for, but you're stepping into this season of reciprocity is what I'm going to call it, because it's the season where everything starts coming back to you. You are really, really going to see that your world is pouring into you for the first time ever, maybe. You're going to get back everything that you have poured into everyone else and everything else in the last chapter where you are not receiving. Maybe you were receiving crumbs. You know what I mean? So we're igniting the law of reciprocity where your life, where the universe, where your people, and everything in your life starts pouring into you. So you get ready to receive. You're going to start seeing the shift. And it feels like it's coming after the eclipse season. The eclipse next week is what I meant to say, because that is the last eclipse. And so it feels like within the next week to a couple of weeks, everything is changing for you. Literally, everything is changing for you. And what you can't see is going to become seen. But you're going to start noticing the subtle shifts. And they may be subtle at first, where people start smiling at you, where people start giving you things, where you have these opportunities to receive. And when you start noticing that, you're going to know, all right, I'm on the new path now. Things are different. People are different. My choices are different. And each little bit of evidence of the new path you see, the more confident you're going to be. The more in your power you're going to be, the more authentic you are going to be, the more unapologetic you are going to be. And this is your new path. Let me know who I'm reading for, because, wow, this is very specific. And I will see you in the next reading.